YouTube universe, make that YouTube channel right now. Don't hesitate. Make it. And speak about something that you're passionate about. I am passionate about my poetry, but I'm also passionate about speaking about similar experiences that someone else that's watching this video can relate to, such as the whole 9 to 5, the hamster wheel, the so-called American dream that they say if we continue to pull ourselves up and continuously work, we will one day get that white picket fence with that big house. Who actually believes that nowadays? That's the question. Who believes that? That if you continuously work a 9 to 5, not a business, mind you, not something that can actually enhance your family and give you more time freedom. I'm talking about a hamster wheel where someone tells you what to do. Each and every day you go there, they tell you when to eat. They tell you when to take your break. They get on you if you're away from the job too long. We all know jobs like this. We all know jobs like this. Those are my subscribers that know I used to work at Amazon. I already said some of the experiences I've had working there. Horrendous stories. Horrendous. That no human being should have to endure. I described how in order to get this job done at Amazon, delivering these packages, unfortunately, a lot of workers, and I know I'm not the only one, a lot of workers had to carry a bottle to piss in. Males specifically. Females, women, I'm not sure what they had to do to get the job done, but a lot of time, what I knew, a lot of males had a bottle to piss in just so they can get these packages delivered. Now, if that doesn't strike someone as something that's concerning, then I don't know what is. I don't know what's concerning then. There has to be a stand somewhere. You cannot continuously let these 9 to 5 jobs dictate what is successful or what you have to do. If you don't get this done, you're not successful. That was the main reasons I had to get out of there. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I described in my last video, they gave me a pedophile van. No letters on it. You know how normally when Amazon delivers a package to your home, sometimes you see different vans? The one that everyone knows is that big blue van with the words on the side of it that say Amazon, right? They gave me that porcelain white cocaine colored van. No letters, and they told me to deliver these packages in this pedophile van. To me, that's a cause of concern. Have you guys seen me? I'm going to go in certain neighborhoods with this white van with no letters on it, and I'm going to give a package in front of people's door. Anybody's color would be concerning. First of all, let's just say that. No matter what color you are, if you hop out a white van, people are watching you. But more so, sometimes certain individuals may be watched more than others, honestly speaking. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, a lot of people I feel can resonate with some of these experiences with these jobs. Number one priority on a job should be safety. Number one priority. In order for me to do a job, the employer must make sure conditions that I'm working in are safe. And can you say, generally speaking, a lot of these employers actually put that as number one? Can you say that? I know I can't. Amazon was not safe. I'm sorry. Amazon delivery, as much as training as they put you through and they tell you certain things, there was things they could have done better. Like not give me a white van with no letters on it. That's just unnecessary that's an unnecessary dangerous thing to do. To give someone a white van and tell them to go in these areas and drop off packages. People are already cautious when you go near their door in the first place. Now you're telling me I don't have to have letters of a company that I'm working for, regardless if it's third-party vendors or not. There should be something on that van that says who I work for, or something that someone can read and say, okay, that's where they're from. Then on top of that, they gave me a van with wires hanging out near the vent. Now, I don't know where these wires were correlated, but I'm sure wires just shouldn't be sticking out of a van on the interior. I'm sure of it. The vans were not properly maintained. It was almost like you're driving like a heap of junk on the street. Like you could hear the internal mechanisms of the van making sounds, almost like a creaking house back in the day. It shouldn't do that. You're inside of that, driving that around. Now imagine it's wintertime, snowstorms and everything. They expect you to deliver these packages on time, no matter what the season is. They still have the same expectations for you. Same expectations, nothing different. So in my mind, I'm like, what are you guys going to do? So the good thing that I did like that they did was when I did get onto the job and I started working, they did give us a voucher for shoes, boots. So we had about like $100 and something voucher to get some boots. I like that at the end of it. After that, it just went all downhill. As soon as I began working, everything went downhill. That was the best thing they could have done for us. I wish there was more they could have done, which if it was their choice, if they actually chose to do it, they could have done it, but they chose not to. And it was just like there was always something on this job that just brought the job down. Every complaint I would make, in my experience, every complaint that I would make, it would almost be like a penalization on me, not on anyone else, because all they had, their biggest expectation is whether you drop the packages off or not. It was almost like there's no excuse for you not to drop these packages off. We give you from a certain time in the morning all the way to maybe about 8 at night to drop these packages off. That's what they would tell you. Or at least that's what their expectation would be. This is the time, get it done. Never mind the customers confusing directions on where to drop the package off once you get to the location. And on top of that, a lot of times when you get your route, right? You get your route on your phone. They call it a rabbit. You get your route, and they didn't tell me this, but sometimes you're actually doing more work, even more work than what you expected, even though you see on your route that you have such and such packages to deliver. Some of those deliveries are group deliveries, so those don't even count towards the amount that you're doing. So say for instance, you have a house over here to deliver to, and then you have a house over there to deliver to. That could be considered a group. That could be just counted as one delivery. Tell me how crazy that is. So I just feel like they just really get over on us. A lot of these 9-to-5s, they find some ways to get more packages out, but then they word it in a nicely wrapped Christmas gift for you. Oh, we're going to group things together. But they word it so nicely so it doesn't sound so harsh. But then when you think deeply about it, you're doing more work. You're doing more work and you're getting paid less. Doesn't that sound familiar? 2025, they're paying us less or paying us the same, but yet it just seems like you're doing more work. It just seems like the time is like going slower all of a sudden at certain times of the day. When they give you these tasks, it's like the day does not go anywhere. But let you sit up there and have some fun. That time just runs his ass off. Like, now all of a sudden you gotta go back into work the next day and do the same things over and over again. That's what's going on. And we, as our personal YouTube channels, we gotta make this into something that's not work. That should be our goal. Make your channel into something that is not work for you. The minute you come on here and this begins to feel like work, it's not going to be fun anymore. And then it's not going to be something that you're going to be looking forward to doing. And then you may just slack off. And then it's going to be one day you skip, and then it's going to be 2 days, and it's going to go to a week, and it's going to go to 2 weeks, and it's going to go to a month. You don't want that. Make this into something that's not work. I just turned on my camera and I just started talking. That's how it should be. Be genuine. Turn on your camera. Start talking. You're going to mess up. You're going to stutter. I stutter several times. Several times a day I feel like I stutter. But I still keep going. No one's perfect. And no one is expecting you to be perfect. Maybe some of these jobs do. But no one else is expecting you to be perfect. And if they are, if anyone else is expecting you to be perfect, you have to know where your limit is. And it's okay to tell people, no, not right now. Not right now. I need my space. And here's another topic I want to talk about on the job. Guys, take your break away from your coworkers. I see so many, like my last job, I was working at a school, and I saw so many of my coworkers sitting in the lounge eating together. And it's fine if that's what you want to do, but mentally speaking, sometimes you need to get away from that place that stresses you out. Go to your car, sit down with your lunch and eat. I never liked sitting inside the building for lunch. I've always liked getting my lunch and going outside, especially when it's a nice day. What are you doing? You're going to sit inside on a nice day, miss out on that sun, nature. Take your lunch and get outside. Me, I don't even care if it's wintertime. I will grab my coat, put on my hat, and go right to my car and put on the heat. I'm sitting in front of my steering wheel with my food. For me, it's a way to just get away and kind of, breathe. You can't find solace in the same area that you work, especially when you're not enjoying your work. You cannot find solace in the same place that stresses you out. You have to get away. You have to get away from that area. Trust me when I say this. Take your break, mental break. Nature, guys. I've realized just how underrated nature is. To take a walk amongst the greenery, we need to be doing that. Let that sun hit you. Get some vitamin D as much as you can. And especially during these months, seasonal depression is at a high. A lot of people are vitamin D deficient, as is. Take your break outside. Whatever sun is out there, if there's any, go get it. Go get it. Don't let these jobs make you do more than what you should be doing. My mental state with jobs, Do as much as you can, but don't ever overwork and do more than what they told you you have to do. Do the bare minimum. Whatever is required, I'm gonna get it done. That's it. I'm not staying longer if I don't have to. None of that. Go home to your family. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time with you. You won't regret it. Like and subscribe the video, guys. Peace.